Ray, I read this message earlier. I'm just going to read it one more time because it's the most heartbreaking thing. Okay. So this is a friend of mine, someone I know personally, a very dignified lady, respectable lady, works hard, well known, well liked. And she sent me this. Kojo, do you know that when my mother was due for surgery in 2016, I needed about 10 of the pints of blood, but we were able to get 6. I was asked by one doctor to sleep with him before he will add the rest for my mom. Meanwhile, I have been donating blood. I have the card. He told me that made no difference. He slept with me on Thursday and my mom died on Sunday. It's something I curse him with every day.
Wow.
Yeah. So you see,
that's shocking. I mean, there's a limit to which, in fact, you can be motivated by greed, money, and everything. But to be interested in sleeping with somebody when the mother is dying, it's a different level. It's actually the apex of being not only insensitive but very wicked. And come to think of it, as a health professional. I mean,
right?
The worst part
someone who has sworn an oath.
Yeah.
Sworn an oath. And you see, look, the thing
I can't believe it. And well,
I can see you're speechless.
Yeah, I'm wondering why anybody, you can be desensitized to think that, oh well, I mean, this is what I do all the time, but not when somebody's life is on the line. And I don't know. It's not too late. There's no status bar on crime, but clearly, said people have no business being in our system. And he's not the only person. There are lots of these health professionals who are giving people reasons every single day not to be part of the donation drive. That's why we should stop anyway.
And that's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Because this is an example of someone who donates blood willingly.
Imagine.
And she was put through that.
The expectation is that once in a while, the system will come to my aid when I need it most.
And so
but to have a stumbling block of a human being like this, who demands of all the things in the world a sexual favor before they can give a dying woman blood, that's the height of it.
So you see, the reason why I brought it up is because before we had this show, we were all very concerned.
Yeah.
The reality is that not enough people donate blood.
That's true.
Not enough people.
And we should be getting more people doing that.
And we were worried that if we have this conversation, we have to make sure that it doesn't have the opposite effect of rather discouraging those who give.
Yes.
Because the only real solution to this is more blood.
More blood, yeah.
That's the only real solution. So actually, we need this to encourage people. You need to hear these stories and realize that, look, if you have never given blood before, then maybe just a pledge to give blood a few times this year could be the thing that will save someone else's mother.
That's true.
Will save someone else from having to go and sleep with an unscrupulous doctor.
That's true.
Just in a bit to save their mother's life. That is what I want us to think about. The real solution is more blood. Once there's more blood, it's like arbitrage. There's no need.
And quite frankly, I think that even the authority can do a lot more too. I have been suggesting, for example, that they take out of every district key people, celebrities, and all of that to lead a drive. And this should be more like a weekly event. The guys who go for their usual run, the young people who are very active and have a lot of blood supply and all of that, we can get them to make it part of their usual doing. Because, for example, there are groups that meet virtually every Saturday. And what they do is they do the active work and all of that. We can get them. The churches have been, and other groups have been donating consistently. But if you don't take time, people may think that, well, I've done enough of that and I need to do other things too. I think we should drum it properly. We should bring it back on the front burner and get people involved in there. We won't get to 100%. Instead, we are hovering around 50%. We won't get to 100% if we use the same strategies. I've read their strategy. I've tried their national strategy. Okay, it's scanty, but I'm not so impressed that's going to be doing the trick, to be fair. it needs to be a lot more robust than that. There's a lot more required, a lot more active engagement by virtually everybody involved that should get this running big time. Which means that when we wanted people to get a vaccine for COVID, we used a very potent drive. We need a similar potent drive because it's a critical situation. Not only are you saving mothers, not only are you preventing people from being raped indirectly, but not only are you making sure that unscrupulous people.
This is direct rape. It's the use of influence. It's
Yeah.
just like he put a gun to her head.
That's the
Or
point.
her mother's head.
That's the point.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but my point is that not only are we preventing all of these people from being saved, we are also saving your own family member you may not know tomorrow will need it at the time that you are not in the position to give the blood that you've been giving for a long time. So we can all help our supply. We have enough of the people in this country to help us bridge the gap. We just need a more focused system. And I'm proposing that it has been proven to work when we choose proper ambassadors, people whose business is to rally people consistently and get things done. These people have done things in other areas and they can easily do it with blood supply too. And one of the other things that we should not disincentivize those who are already giving anyway.
Because that is the real solution.
That's
the real. If you are giving blood, trust me, the
You're
blood you are
saving
giving
lives.
is suddenly even more valuable now.
Yeah.
It's suddenly even more valuable now. The next time you go and donate blood, you are doing far more than you did the last time. Trust me. Okay, and we all need to do this. It's the only solution. Listen, let's open the phone lines. Let's hear from you. Call us, share your experiences. Tell us if you've ever been through such a thing. Tell us about it. Or if you've ever needed blood for a loved one and not got it. Or perhaps you got it and you had to pay.
Some message though.
Let's read them.
Very briefly. Makafu Aoku says, my sister was sick and needed blood at 37. I could not donate blood because I was told it is risky for me because I have respiratory allergies. This was when I understood the importance of encouraging others to donate blood if they can. God bless everyone who regularly donates blood. That's from Makafui. Abdul Rashid Abdullah said, my problem is that they neglect regular blood donors with their donation cards when they are in need of same. Okay, interesting. In fact, such behavior discouraged me to be one. And so you get the point he's making.
Yeah.
He said he's been donating consistently when I need him most. Yeah. And Obapa Mami said, it was my mom. This hospital told me to bring a donor. After getting the donor's cry, I paid the blood, which was like 250 CD, and she required 5 of it. So like that's over 1,000 actually. Yeah. It was an experience I never wanted, but I got no choice. Nasir Arthur said, I had donated blood 5 times at Both 7 and the blood bank, and also at Jalsa at the Ahmadiyya Muslims annual conference with the card. But when my dad was ill and the card was presented, I was boldly told to pay 500 cedis because there's no blood available. I won't donate blood again. I hope we can get you to change your mind, Nasir. Yeah.
All right, let's take some calls. Rukaya is in Hacho. Rukaya, good morning.
Good morning, Peju.
Thanks for calling.
My pleasure. I hope you are fine.
Well, we're fine now that you've called us.
Yes, Peju. So when I heard that you'd be airing this documentary, I was like, seriously. I have a brother. There was one time he called me and told me he was going to donate blood. And that when he donates, he's paid.
Oh.
Yes. And it's something he's been doing. So I was like, how do you get paid for donating blood? Then he says, he does it. There's this hospital in Koforidua where he goes to do it.
Wow.
But my problem is, just like we have the voluntary donors. Now, imagine you donate consistently and then you need it, and just like your friend, you are totally denied and you end up even losing your loved one. It's so discouraging.
Yeah.
So for me, in as much as you are doing a good job, I think the best thing we have to do is to at least make use of the voluntary blood donation card. Let those who are donating know that at least there's an importance to it. It is not just for the sake of keeping the card. Because it's very sad that you need the help and then you are told that you need to pay for it. Blood.
Yeah.
Because your blood, something God has given it to us freely. Yeah. You are not paying for it. So please, we should just work on it. It is very, very important. You never know whose name it can be.
Yeah.
It can be me the next time. Who knows?
Yeah.
And with the whole family member thing. So imagine I have to be transferred to Kolebu and my family and friends are in Tamale. Look at the cost involved for me to bring them all the way from there to this place, come and donate. How possible, how feasible is that?
Yeah.
So please, we have a lot of work to do. And thank you.
Thank you, Rukaya. Thank you for calling. Good old Ben from Adenta is on the line. Ben, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm very good. How are you too?
Not bad at all. Thanks for calling.
Well, shocking. Shocking, and always shocking. But, Kojo, you did not probe the CEO or whoever is in charge of the National Blood, whatever they're calling it. Is it Dr. Ansah?
Yes, Dr.
I mean, you just made it so easy for her. She's telling us that because they don't have enough blood, cartels are working. So what does she do on a day-to-day basis? And these are open secrets. It's not something that they don't know, or Ghanaians are not aware of, you know. So it's like there's a spoiled kid. You give him 1 CD, he's not able to manage it. You're not going to give him 10 CDs. It doesn't make sense. So if you have the blood now, the one you have, you're not able to let it get to the right people. People can go and buy it. In a country where some people believe in occultism, believe in ritualism, who is going to now go to donate blood? Don't they think of all these consequences? So you are there. The blood is not even getting to the hospital. An individual can just walk to any hospital, buy somebody's donated blood. And she's still in office. I'm surprised. I'm shocked. You see, oftentimes, these investigations will get people at the bottom. But as you rightly said moments ago, either right or wrong, I'm not there, but as you said, with your experience, it means that there's somebody in there. The doctor who's supposed to do the thing is sleeping with a lady before he will do whatever. When the blood was donated freely. So there's somebody in there. They are their own bosses. People are in the offices that the investigative journalist never gets to. Because these things cannot work. All the hospitals have security. They have CCTV cameras around. If there's any untoward activity, they will get to know. But as usual, the blame game, somebody is just passing the blame to somebody else. That there's no enough blood. Therefore, they can do whatever they want to do until we have enough. The cartelling will not stop. Like seriously, and she's still at post, just as the Minister of State Enterprise or whatever was in the studio, and saying that if a CEO is employed and once you are able to reduce losses, not let the losses go so that we make profit. Somebody made 100 billion losses as a result of some negligence or incompetence. You come and reduce it by 10 million to now 90 million losses. Now you've done well. What kind of country is it with mediocrity? People who are not qualified to be in positions are in positions. And the nation is struggling all the time. Please, this thing is open secret. And for me, I will not encourage anybody under this circumstance to donate blood. If they change the system, I will be the first to donate. I'll call people to go and donate. If you donate blood today, you have the card as your friend had. She went to the hospital and she can't get blood until she sleeps with a doctor. Really? Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. And I suppose that points out the fact that there is a responsibility to fix the system.
Yeah.
There's a responsibility to fix the system so that we can all be encouraged.
And quite frankly, it's one of the parts I didn't hear much from her when she was speaking on this matter. I think, yes, the solution is to get more people donating, but nobody has an excuse to do what they are doing, even if we have only 1 pint of blood available.
We'll talk more about this in a minute, Ray. Nanake is in Tema. Nanake, good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
Thanks for calling.
Senior, I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for you.
I mean, what the blood donation, I stop. You see, I used to donate a lot at church whenever the opportunity arose. And so it got to a point, almost every time I had a friend or a loved one go there, I'll be called upon again to come and donate as a replacement for whatever the person was being given. So I might as well wait and be called when the replacement is required, and not donate voluntarily and it be stored for whatever purpose for someone to form a cartel and be using my blood to make money. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And listening to the lady's story and all, I mean, it's I don't even have the words to describe the kind of inhumane mindset people have, that they operate in these health facilities. So for me, it's high time that the right approach is used with this whole blood bank thing, because when you go there, obviously the blood you donate on the spot is not what is used anyway. It's usually, they usually say it replaces whatever they are giving to the person. So unless the right approach is taken, where proper accountability is put in place for these things, I won't come and donate for someone to go and reap where they've not sown. So for me, the blood bank, yes, much as they're advocating for people to donate and all that kind of stuff, would have to put in place mechanisms that ensure that the right approach is used into dispensing the blood where they ought to go to, and people do not benefit in any way, unduly from the voluntary donation.
You know what? After hearing from Ben and Nanake, I think at the end of this, we should bring in Dr. Ansan one more time to come and reassure those who are raising these concerns. That is important. Otherwise,
we'll fix the system.
We need to hear some reassurance from her when we finish hearing from more of our callers. Nick Papo is in Kwashiman. By the way, before Nick Papo, the numbers are 0302 216541, 055 1111 997. Okay, try either of those, 0302 216541 or 055 1111 997. We want to know if you've ever experienced anything like this, or perhaps if you have been donating blood and have had to pay or been paid to donate blood. Okay, Nick Papo is in Kwashiman. Hi Nick Papo, good morning.
Okonfo, good morning. How are you doing?
Not bad.
You see, you should be feeling bad. You see, there's something called for God and country. And you see what a few people are doing. I joined in not long ago, and you hear people talking about how discouraged they are in going to donate the blood. You see what a few people are doing to us. The last time I heard about a documentary on your network was about Ridge Hospital and some hospitals that were taking so much money from pregnant women. Please, we want to know what has become of that investigative piece, because it is still going on. I have a lady friend who is 5 months pregnant, and she's been asked by the 37 military hospital to pay advance money up to about 4,000 to 5,000 cedis. It is still happening. So please, let things work. Sometimes you have to bring us feedback as to how far the investigative pieces go. Thank you, and nice day.
Thank you, Nick Papo. Thanks for that. So Gakope is our next stop. Emmanuel, good morning.
Good morning, Kojo.
In fact,
you just remembered when hearing this your story, I was tears were flowing from my eyes. I just remember in 2008 at 37 military hospital when my wife was about to deliver. My wife was very, very anemic, and therefore they have to do the cesarean this thing and ask for blood. I am a blood donor, a record from Hawker Government Hospital. I hold my card. These people said, no way, until I got somebody who can replace the blood. I offer myself to replace the blood, but it couldn't work until I lost my boy, my son.
Oh, Emmanuel.
Kosidake. So from there, I vow never to go anywhere and go and donate blood for anybody. The card, my old card is here. I can snap it and send to your WhatsApp number. You see, it is very, very, very painful when this kind of thing. Our country is sick. Our country is very, very, very sick. Until some of these things are fixed and people don't take advantage of it, we some people, we can never be patriotic. In fact, thank you this morning.
Emmanuel, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm a father. I cannot imagine surviving what you have survived. I don't know what I would do if that happened to me. And I'm so sorry that such a thing should happen to a selfless person who has donated blood, for free on several occasions. Yeah. That's just disgusting. Peter is in Koliklote. Peter, how are you today? Hello, Peter. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
There you are. How are you today, Peter?
Yeah, I'm fine, Kojo. How are you too?
I was okay, but I'm not anymore.
God will do. Kojo,
yeah.
God bless you so much once again. That is why you continue to be the best. You pick the problem of the ordinary Ghanaian, discuss it, and then make sure you get a solution to it. God bless you so much. But before I make my submission, one thing I want you to also touch on one of these days is about people who send their cases to Labor Commission. Could you now let me come to the blood issue?
Okay.
Could you, sometimes my 3 children that I have all was through CS. And CS, when they declare your wife that they're going to do her CS, you have to get a blood down. Sometimes they will say maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And one interesting thing is that they will tell you that get somebody to come and donate, especially the O one, the O type.
Yeah.
That one that they know is difficult to get, they will tell you get somebody. Even when you get somebody to the place, they will tell you that they don't have some. Even when you donate, they don't have some. So go and get it somewhere. And if you get somebody who works at the hospital, through connection you will get. But when you go direct, you won't get. And you know that direct, you will get maybe like 160, 150 you will get. But in connection, I paid my 3 children that are all through connection. I paid 400, one I paid 350, one I paid 250 from 2015 to 2019. 2015 to 2019. So my brother, the blood issue there is very serious. And one thing is that when you get it and they don't use it, they will tell you that bring the blood back so that you come and collect your money. And the place they use the blood to, when you go there, they will tell you that blood is missing. The hospital that they have collected the blood, they will tell you it's missing. Meanwhile, they didn't use it for your wife or whoever they were going to use it for. So it's a problem. It's a very big problem, Kojo. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. He's certainly been on the other end of such a transaction. Oh, goodness. Nash is in Dodoa. Hi, Nash. Good morning.
Hi, Kojo. How are you doing?
Charlie Nash. We are managing.
We thank God. Kojo, I've been listening. I've been following the Super Morning Show since 5:50 a.m. And then the investigation on the blood bank scandal is really, really disheartening. I wouldn't lie to you. It hurts a lot. For me, I'm a cheerful giver, and then I'm an honest and loving giver also. Because as for donation, when it comes to donation, I don't joke with it. I was once I'm a student in the medical field, and then I had one of my rotations in 37. I always do my best to go to the blood bank and donate as many times as possible. And it hurts when it gets to find out that you would have to pay for a blood that you are entitled to, something that someone is given out of the goodness of their heart. You would have to make, profits from that. It's disheartening. Were you to be in that situation, would you be happy? Assuming tables were turned, would you be happy for such a situation? Definitely, and I know one wouldn't. But I would really, really want our how shall I say, our government or our leaders to take a critical look into this issue and put systems in place to triple or quadruple check the way things are run in our blood bank. Because if this is going on, I know there are so many people out there like me who love to give, but for one reason or the other, they have been restricted in giving. And if you want to go into it, these are probably some of the reasons as to why such has happened.
Thank you so much for sharing, Nash. Let's go to Bubuashi. Hi, Joseph. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Kojo Youngson.
Yes, boss.
Do you know what? I'm Joseph. I am a card holder, a voluntary donor.
Yeah.
In 2004, My mother was sick, and they have to operate upon my mother. They said they were going to amputate my mother. I took my car to these people. They told me I should go and come. There was a coordinator there. They told me I should go and come. I went back. They said, no, I have to donate fresh one. I called one of my cousins, and he joined me. We went to the hospital. I'm a O negative, and we donated 2 pints of blood. They keep tossing me. The very week my mother was supposed to go to the operation, my mother died on my lap at the hospital. I went there very angry. I wanted to collect those 2 pints of blood just to destroy it. They told me the coordinator has gone out. But let me tell you one thing. Thank God to Kwetenati. The very people who do this, they are there. They are there. They know. They know them. They are there. I'm telling you honestly. They know them. They know the very people who collect money. They will tell you to go and find somebody. The people sit around there. The people sit over there. I have donated more than 20 times. If I show you my hand, both hands, you see the pin, the injection. You see on my veins. I have donated more than 20 times. Sometimes I donate for friends, people I know. If you tell me, oh, I'm sick, I will just go and donate it. I would never collect 1 cedi from you. And they've written over there, blood is for free. Blood is for free. We don't collect anything. They are lying. They know the very people who do this. I'm telling you honestly. These people, and I vow not to donate anything to them. After all, when you donate, what do they give you? They give you that's like tea. When you finish, it's finished.
Yeah.
You don't. I'm telling you. And somebody told me right there. Somebody told me he's a free donor. When he wanted to, they asked him to pay money as well. I said, what? They are all tricksters. They are all tricksters over there. Don't share that. Kojo, thank you. Thanks to Kwetenati. Continue. Call Dr. Ansa. I know her personally. Call Dr. Ansa. Bring her to the studio. And then you people interview her. They know the very people who do this. I'm telling you.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you very much. Kojo is in Odoko. Kojo, how are you?
Kojo. Good morning.
Charlie.
Yes, I want to contribute. I didn't join from the beginning, but there is one bit I've missed. There is the issue of these occultists who use blood for their rituals. And there is belief they've been acquiring blood from the blood bank for these processes. I don't know if you've heard anything about it, but I think it's in the system. That's one reason some of us would never donate blood, because you don't know where it's going to end up. Thank you.
Thank you, Kojo. I suppose this goes back to the original point that we need assurances that the system works and that such a thing that Kojo is afraid of can't happen.
Because if blood is being supplied to, let's say, somebody on the bed, there's no way it's going to go out to any other person.
Exactly.
If it's being transported from Accra to, let's say, Enche with the zip line drone, it's not going to go to the wrong person.
Exactly.
It can be used for any other thing, and people will not be procuring anyhow.
Yes.
Those assurances are so important.
But
of
our
course,
investigators obviously were able to acquire blood by giving false information. So that raises concern, and that's why we really need assurances that the system will be plugged up so such a thing cannot happen. Francis is in Kumasi. Hi, Francis.
Hello,
good morning.
boss. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
I'm very well, Francis.
What I hear this morning is very pathetic. I'm very sad. Why are Africans so wicked like that, bro? Why? Why? Somebody is dying, and you say the person you give have to give himself to you before you help the person. Does it have your conscience even tell you, bro? I'm very grateful if this man can be found and punished to the extent that it's serves as a lesson to others. It's not surprised that Ghana is now under case due to our own behaviors. Because Sunday you go to church, but look at what you have done. My brother, they say Americans are bad people, but they're always moving on. Why? I don't know how to see. Thank you very much, boss.
Thank you, Francis. Thank you. I know how you feel. Let's come back to Accra. Hi, Emmanuel. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you?
Charlie, I don't even know how to answer that question anymore.
Hello?
Yeah, Emmanuel, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
You know, Kojo, when you come to the Blank Bank at Kolebu, the National Blood Bank, you know, and you have a request for blood, they will pretend as if they don't have. And they have contractors at Kolegon. And if you are able to pay the range of 300 and 400, you arrange the boys, and the boys will come and donate, and they share the booty. I mean, it is glaring. I have evidence. Wow. So please, what Kwete is doing is a clean thing he's doing, and it is happening. That are being sold in the National Blood Bank, Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
Well, that's quite an allegation, you know. That's something we definitely want to take a closer look at. Find out if that is true, because that would just be horror upon horror. Fafa is in Accra, New Town. Hi, Fafa. How are you?
Hello. Good morning, Kwejo. I'm fine.
For calling us.
I just want to say that I'm a donor, and I was not able to tune in early to listen to the investigation that was done. But I want to say that, as I said, I'm a donor. But when it comes to, I don't know what the National Blood Bank is doing about the earlier caller who said he was donating at Hawkway or somewhere. They should be able to have a system where they will coordinate all the blood centers that are in Ghana. So at least when someone is sick and the person is brought from maybe Wara to Accra for a treatment and the person needs the blood and a relative is a blood donor, that same card that the relative is having should be able to work here, that the family can have access to a blood when they need it for a relative. But it seems like all the blood banks are having their own kind of system to run. For instance, when you go to 37, if you are not a donor, you need a blood, you have to get someone to come and donate or replace the blood, which is wrong. Because I experienced that when we lost a family friend and they are asking us to come and replace blood. I was a donor at that time. I was not feeling well, so I said, okay, I have my blood donation card, so let me just give it to them, and they have a process whereby they go through and the blood will be replaced to them. They told me they don't accept the National Blood Bank card at 37. They also have their own card, so they gave us a note, and we have to go to Kolebu, and we got the blood, and we came back to 37 and replaced it before the body was released to us for our family friend to be buried. In this kind of situation, I'm calling on the CEO to be able to sit down with all the blood centers that are in Ghana, so that they can coordinate. They choose to have one system, if it's a networking sort of, so that as soon as you're a donor in any other region and some relative of yours needs a blood in Accra or anywhere part of it, by a click of a button, the person should be able to get blood. It's not now you have to go and get someone to come and donate. I know there are people, because when we lost that relative of ours at 37, we had people who were standing by who were saying, if you want to give them the opportunity to donate, they will charge us. That was about 5 or 4 years ago. They were charging us about 300 or 400. We have to pay them for them to donate. And you know, there are people who are there. They are there. They will donate and they will take the 300 from you. And some of us, we just do it for God and country. Yeah. So we should be able, as a lot of callers are saying, that the CEO should come clean and should give us the assurance. Because it got to a point in time, I decided I don't want to donate, because they said you don't know where the blood ends. It goes to the ritualists and all those kind of. But me, with my faith and things, I kind of take that this thing out of my mind, that I don't know where it ends. But God knows that I've done my bit. It's left for where the blood will go, and God knows that if my blood goes to anywhere wrongly, whatever they will do with it, it's not going to have any effect on me. So I'm pleading with this thing. If the CEO can have a meeting with the other blood bank centers, so they can have a common system, so that it can help all of us. Not that, you're a donor here, your card is not accepted here, your card is accepted in only Kolebu alone. If you're a donor, your card is only accepted in Kolebu alone. They have to go and carry the blood from there.
I get your point, Fafa. I think a networking of the system would really help.
Frankly, does not require much.
Yeah, it doesn't take that much. Jackson is in Cape Coast. Hi, Jackson. Good morning.
Morning, Kojo. How are you?
I don't know how I am, honestly, Jackson.
Kojo, sometimes when I hear this thing, I feel bad for this country. And sometimes we call ourselves that we are Christian country, or we are where Christians are majority. Every Sunday, everybody, we are all in church making noise. But see the way we behave. Kojo, it's true. Whatever the documentary says is true. In Rich Hospital, my wife gave birth over there. Before I would donate the blood, they say I should pay. At that time, they say I should pay, I think, 150 Ghana. And I asked them, what is the money for? They told me that it's a process fee. Now I said, how? And they say, after, if they don't use the blood, I should come back for the money. Kojo, truly, they don't use the blood. I should go back for the money. Kojo, it takes me like 2 weeks.
But wait, you were donating.
Yes.
And they made you pay.
Yes, they told me that it's a process fee because they have to check me that whether I have some sickness. I said, how can you say this? Because you are taking my blood. You're supposed to check all this. So what am I paying for? But my wife is there. I have to pay. This is the country we are living. Let me tell you something. Something is happening at Kolebu Mortuary. Now I want JoyFM to chase them and see. When you say your relative die, you send the body over there, you pay the necessary money at the bank. But the day you go for your body, Kojo, the people who will take the body from the mortuary room to come and give it to you at the gate over there, they will demand 50 Ghana from you. If you don't give that money, they won't give you the body. Before you move there to the security gate, before they will open the gate for you, you move there. They have to take money without receipt.
Jackson.
I was there myself. My uncle that we sent there. That's what is going. And this country, I don't know. We are crying for money. We are looking for money too much. It's too much. Kojo, thank you.
Thank you, Jackson. This is something we must look into to see whether there's anything to these shocking allegations here. Thank you, Jackson, for calling us. Ken is in Kumasi. Hi, Ken. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo. Kojo, I hope you're doing well.
Ken, I'll be fine.
Yeah, we are also trying to be. Kojo, you know what? We live in a country, or I am in a country that nothing surprises me anymore. You know, everything we do in this country is about money, corruption everywhere. Even blood. Kojo. You see, I was when people call in, I was waiting to get somebody who will call and then be like, oh, for me, when I went to the hospital, nobody took a peso from me and then gave me blood. How can you, a doctor, a whole doctor, have sex with somebody before even at the end of the day, nothing good came out of it? Because I learned the lady's mother died, right? This country, I don't know. Everything is not going on well. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Charlie, Ken is jaded now. Thank you. Thanks for calling us. Our love to everybody in Kumasi listening to Love FM. Thanks for tuning in. Philip is in Lashibi. Philip, how are you?
Kojo. Hello, Kojo. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Philip. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you, Kojo. Kojo, what is going on is very, very serious. Twice I had experience. First one, my mother-in-law was sick, 37. I was made to donate blood, 4 pints. And my friends, we donated the blood. I was asked to pay 600 cedis for processing of.
Hey.
If I don't do it, they won't give her any blood. And she was dying. I have to pay that money.
This thing.
I have to pay. And it is true, whatever everybody has said. Prior to donating blood, you have to pay for processing fee. I paid 600 cedis for 4 pints of blood.
After you have donated the blood?
Yes, I have donated. I organized my friends. including me. We have donated to pay for processing fee. When you demand receipts, they won't give it to you. But your mother-in-law was at their mercy. So I have to auto. Yes, and the second one, the wife died in my hand. 2 days, the lockdown happened in 2020. Polyclinic. My wife was going to give birth. She has been going for antenatal. Nobody had told her it's blood. The day my wife went to the hospital, they have induced her. If the inducement has passed, instead of them taking her for CS, they had neglected. I went there. It was late that they were telling me I'm supposed to donate blood. I didn't donate. And I said, no, not me. Nobody contacted me to donate blood for my wife. But then, if you have the blood, any amount you want to sell it to me, sell it to me. I will pay. I need my wife and my baby. Because my wife was, he neglected my wife. My wife gave birth first. She bled, died in my hand.
Oh.
Yes. From Ashama Polyclinic to the General Hospital, just a second drive. I was there 2 hours asking what was going on. Let me just save the life of my money on me. I can go to any hospital. Just tell me what was happening. They were tossing me around. They wouldn't allow me to see my wife. At the next hour, before they called me that I should come, help them carry my wife to the General Hospital. When they told me later that they don't have blood, and when they were taking the General Hospital, they put blood on her, which was no hair blood group. But because blood was not flowing, when we got to the General Hospital, that I got to the General Hospital, we didn't do that. Died. The following day, my baby died. I'm telling you. I am telling you. That was on Friday. And Sunday, 2 days before the lockdown, Kojo. I am telling you what I.
Oh, what happened to Philip?
It wasn't in Ghana. This country is.
Oh, Philip.
Kojo is something else.
Philip,
it's
God,
something else.
I don't even know. There are no words for this. There are no words for this. I'm so sorry.
I even WhatsApp Manasseh Azuri so he can take up this case. He just investigates these people, but he didn't even respond. Things are broken, but then what can I do? I just left it to God. To God.
Philip,
people said I should take them on. Take who on? The little I have to take care of the kids, she let them. Chasing what I will not get any results. I just left it to God.
Philip, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God. I mean, I don't even know what to say to this man. He's lost his wife and child. And this is following him having to pay to donate blood to save someone else's life. Then when it's the turn of him and his wife and child, they tell him that he failed to donate blood. That's why his wife and child had to die.
You know, some of these things sometimes challenges your citizenship. Feel whether or not you are it's worth being part of that system, or you still have a role to play in there.
Let's take one more call. Hayford is in Accra. Hayford, how are you? Do we have Hayford on the line? Hello? Yeah, let's see if we can reconnect with Hayford. We want to take just one more call. Oh, right. Okay, I think we've lost Hayford. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened there. Look, I think we all need a break. Yeah. All right, let's take a minute. We'll be back after this. Before we end the show, we want to be able to speak to the CEO of the blood service again. We need reassurances, otherwise this thing, it won't work. All right, so in the month of love, show your love to your family by signing on to Allianz for Life. Okay, dial *170# on MTN. You'll get a special gift as well. For more information, call Allianz Life Insurance on 0302 267-892 or go to alliance-gh.com. Alliance for Life, Matter for Me Life. Now, are you a fresh graduate preparing to launch your career? Join the APSA Ready to Work virtual sessions to help you transition from learning to earning. Okay, great team. Live on Facebook and YouTube, Thursday the 17th of February, and they will engage you on mastering the career world. Remember, it's Thursday, okay, 17th February at 10 a.m. Let's get ready to work. That's Africanacity. That's APSA. Thanks for all your text messages. They're sponsored by Glycocritical Illness Plan, GSIP. It's in your best interest to survive. And GSIP says, look, your claims are important. Sorry, GlycoLife says your claims are important to them. Go to the website, glycolife.com, to lodge your claims for prompt service. And of course, we're all trying to survive COVID, so pay your premiums by Momo on 0591 441 473 or by e-premium if it's micro insurance, okay? The call center will help you on 020 2222 113, and of course you can contact them via their digital channels. We all care about you, so please, they are following the Ghana Health Service recommended COVID-19 protocols. Please do the same and practice social distancing and keep safe. All right, Surfline says you can now get the 1-year bundle. Imagine not having to worry about whether or not your credit will run out. The 1-year bundle gives you high-speed data all year round, so you relax, okay? 12 months of data for the price of 11. That's brilliant. So why wait? Join the very select few already enjoying the luxury of the awesome Surfline 1-year bundle. Go to surfline.com or any Surfline shop, or just dial star 718 star 77 hash to sign up today. Surfline, better together. And don't forget the great things that kingdomstoreonline.com has in stock for you. You can buy all the Kingdom Books products via Momo across all networks, and they will deliver to you in Accra or Tema. It will be free delivery. All right, terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability is their hallmark. Dr. Justina Ansah, the CEO of the National Blood Service, is back on the line. Dr. Ansah, I'm so glad you can rejoin us, because I think we now know the solution. People are telling us clearly that if we fix the system, they will donate. But if we don't, they won't. So, Dr. Ansah, we need to know, from everything we've heard, from how easy it is for people to scam the system. People can come in with fake details and access blood. Doctors can promise people blood, have sex with them and not deliver on the blood, and have people die in the arms of their loved ones. What exactly is the assurance that you can give people that if they donate blood, it will save lives and not go into people's pockets? Hello, do we have Dr. Ansah?
If you could repeat it.
Dr. Ansah?
Yes, it's better now.
Yes, people are giving us the solution to our problem.
Yeah.
They say that if you fix the system, they will donate. If you don't fix the system, they won't. So what assurance can you give people? How can you specifically tell people the things you will do to ensure that nobody can come and access blood unlawfully, use it for their own personal gains, extort sex from people in exchange for blood, or even go and use it for any kind of unscrupulous activity that is not what it's meant for? How can you assure people?
Thank you very much, Kojo. I really assure the public that we are doing our very best. I did mention to you about the interagency committee where we put down all we gave us recommendations and we started working on that. Okay, but we need to have the blood. The commodity blood has to be available for us to work on. And we need to work with the community groups, media, corporate organizations, I did mention religious organizations, schools, because the commodity, somebody must donate blood, for us to work on the commodity from the non-usable form, which is donated, to the usable form, for it to be transfused. So we need the blood. And we are assuring that together with the regulatory authority, with the Food and Drug Authority, we are putting all the measures to ensure that the system is regulated, but we need the blood. So we give assurance, and we also want the public to work with. Yes, we have to be transparent. I'm happy with the discourse that's going on, because it's an opportunity. Well, of course, opportunity for people to be informed, people to be educated. We realize with all what is going on this one that a lot of education hasn't gone out. So we have recorded everything, and we are going to put in measures to ensure that we do
Dr.
our
Ansah,
bit.
forgive me, but I don't think the problem is a lack of education. You are hearing these people telling you that when they go to the hospitals, they are being extorted. Okay, there are people who donate blood, but when they turn up, they are told that they can't have blood. There are people who are standing around hospitals saying that if you pay them, they will donate blood. There are all kinds of abuses of the system. It's not education. It's enforcement. And if you say that you are doing your best, that doesn't really give people hope. Because if this is your best, then it means you can't solve the problem. Because the problem prevails, doesn't it?
It's the end users. And these abuses are coming from the end users. That must be clear. The blood service produces the product and supplies it to the hospitals to use. We don't transfuse blood. That must be clear. So we will work with the hospital authorities also to ensure that they enforce the policies within the hospital. Because blood is a commodity just like any drug.
Yeah.
So it's the hospital authorities that we will work with. The blood service is collects the blood, test processes, stores, and distributes to hospitals.
Yeah.
We don't.
Forgive me. We understand that. So my question finally is that if a hospital has a bad record, and by the way, they are doing these things in the open, so we know which hospitals are doing them and which are not. So what does the blood service do to a hospital that is abusing the privilege of the blood you give them?
We're working with the hospitals. That's why we put the interagency committee, which is made up of people from the hospitals. It's not a blood service, from the hospitals, because the abuses are there.
Yeah,
and so we're working with them with guidelines and all to enforce. We need to enforce together with our regulator.
All right, Dr.
So we give
our time is up. Yeah, our time is up. But this is clearly a conversation that we must continue. All right, so we will come back to this. Thank you for your time today. We will return to this matter and resolve it tomorrow. It's